However, as we reflect on the conference theme, Innovating for Impact, Integrating Knowledge, People and Technology for a Sustainable Future, we must ask, who are we leaving behind? A digital first nation is only as strong as its most disconnected citizen. If our progress only benefits those with the latest devices in the capital, we have not built a bridge. We have merely built a faster lane for the few. True inclusion means that our digital transformation must be human-centric, ensuring that technology serves the fisherman in the north and the student here in Formula with equal reliability. While we have achieved nationwide connectivity, we are witnessing a unique Maldivian paradox. In our education system, women are the champions. Female enrollment in tertiary education surpasses that of men by nearly 30 percentage points. Yet, when we look at the labor force, a leaky pipeline becomes visible. The female labor force participation rate stands at roughly 41% compared to 76% for men. We have broken the barrier to the classroom, but we have yet to dismantle the digital glass fence. This fence is built from invisible wires, occupational segregation, a 20% wage gap, and the socio-cultural weight of being the primary caregivers, and that too unpaid. In our decentralized archipelago, traditional employment often meant leaving one's island or family, a choice that disproportionately impacts women. Currently, on an average, Maldivian women spend roughly 19 hours per week on domestic work, nearly triple the time spent by men. This is where the digital dividend must be applied. Digital transformation is not just about faster internet. It is about creating an ecosystem where a degree holder in a remote island can lead a department via the gig economy and remote work tools, which I hope you will be discussing today. We must redefine what the workplace looks like. If a woman in Halifat or Diddu, for example, can access the same global marketplaces and management platforms as a man in Mali, we aren't just giving her a job, we are giving her back her time and her agency as well. We need to leverage digital tools to transition from a model of presence-based work to result-based participation, ensuring that motherhood or geographic location are no longer career-ending variables, but merely different operating environments. True digital transformation must be inclusive. Roughly 15% of our population, that's about 81,000 people, remains offline at the start of 2026. These are often the elderly and women in rural islands who may lack the digital literacy to navigate new e-government platforms. If we do not bridge this gap, digital dividends will only accrue to the urban elite. We must ensure that EFAS and our new digital payment gateways are as accessible to a grandmother selling short eats in a southern island as they are to a tech CEO in Mali. Beyond simple access, we must address the usage gap. It is not enough to have a signal if our citizens do not have the skills to convert that signal into a livelihood. In the context of the Maldives 2.0, inclusivity means that our digital sovereignty is shared. We are moving towards a future where distance is no longer a disadvantage, but this requires intentional policy. Subsidizing devices for low-income households, rolling out community-based digital literacy programs, and ensuring that our digital interfaces are intuitive, Divi language friendly, and culturally resonant. My years in public service have taught me that education is a promise, but opportunity is a policy. We are moving away from the era of trial and error governance. To lead a 21st century Maldives, we must rely on evidence-based governance. According to recent global indices, nations that integrate big data and AI into public sector decision-making see a 15 to 20% increase in service delivery efficiency. To the researchers present, your data is the fuel for this progress. We need you to map the exact intersection of digital literacy and regional unemployment. We can no longer afford to guess where our resources should go. We need to know. When we treat research as the pre-policy phase, we transform governance from a reactive force into a proactive force. We don't just build a bridge because it looks good on a map. We build it because data shows it will bridge the 35% gap in market access for local island entrepreneurs. Your papers are the blueprints for the next generation of Maldivian legislation. We need evidence-based solutions to help our small businesses grow and our legal frameworks adapt to the 2026 landscape. Your work provides the predictive power we need to anticipate economic shifts rather than merely responding to them. By moving from anecdotal observation to analytical rigor, we ensure that every rupiah spent is an investment in a proven outcome. In a small island state with finite resources, the cost of a uniformed policy is a cost our future generations cannot afford to pay. Surely, your research acts as our navigational chart, ensuring that as we sail towards Maldives 2.0, we avoid the shoals of inefficiency and the reefs of social exclusion. We have spent decades building the most beautiful schools and colleges in the Indian Ocean. We have invested billions in our people. It would be a tragic waste of our return on investment and a failure of our collective vision if those hard-earned degrees, especially those earned by high-achieving women, remain only as ornaments on a living room wall. A degree should be a key that unlocks a door, not a certificate of a journey that has reached a dead end. Let us use this conference to ensure that technology provides the what, the tools for remote equity and borderless collaboration. Humanities provide the why, the moral compass, and the drive for social justice that ensures technology serves humanity, not the other way around. Management provides the how, the strategic implementation of inclusive policies that turn academic potential into economic reality. Let us ensure that the paradox of Maldivian women becomes a thing of the past, replaced by a reality where academic triumph is the direct precursor to professional leadership in a digitally integrated nation. Our intellectual capital is our most valuable natural resource. Let us not leave it dormant. In conclusion, I would like to once again express my sincere gratitude to Zikra International College for this opportunity. It is an honor to be part of an event that so clearly values the intersection of knowledge and national progress. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to officially declare open the International Conference on Technology, Humanities, and Management 2026. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Anisa Ahmed, for your inspiring words and for the honor of officially inaugurating the International Conference on Technology, Humanities and Management 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now proceed to our first keynote address of the day. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. S.M. Firdaus Azam, Associate Professor at Management Science University, Malaysia. Associate Professor Dr. S.M. Firdaus Azam is an academic, researcher, and consultant at Management and Science University, MSU, Malaysia, with nearly 15 years of experience in higher education. He is the author of widely adopted textbooks in research methodology and marketing management, and his research spans finance, economics, SMEs, e-commerce, and education. With over 400 published scholarly works, nearly 7,000 citations, and more than 70 doctoral and master's students supervised worldwide, he is a prolific and globally recognized academic. His keynote is titled, From Innovation to Impact, Bridging Technology, People, and Policy for a Sustainable Future. I now respectfully invite Dr. S.M. Firdaus Azam to deliver the first keynote address.
Assalamu alaikum, and a very good morning to everyone. I'd like to ensure the profile briefing I didn't write. I'm pretty sure AI has written this. I'd like to request the slide. Is the slide? Okay. All right, very good morning to everyone. Those who are here physically, virtually, emotionally, academically, I'm not saying enforced, to join here. Today, we will be talking about from innovation to impact, building technology, people, and policy for a sustainable future. To be honest, when I was told I need to come here in Maldives, without looking into the themes, I just said, yes, I'm coming. Because Maldives is a beautiful place. And rightly so, I was thinking, never mind, I just say yes. Later on, technology will help me to make everything. Right. Let's check the room first. I don't know whether you can say it. How many of you have used AI this week? Please be honest, don't worry. No reviewer here, no supervisors here. How many of you have used today? Okay, humanity still exists. Now the burning question. Please be honest. If you are not honest, I know what is the answer. Question is, how many of you have used AI to prepare their conference slide? Sorry, my hands are busy, so I cannot raise my hand. Okay. Right. So the world has changed. Those who are teachers, supervisors, lecturers, academicians, non-academicians. Usually, as an academician, you know what we do? We give the assignment using AI. Students, they write the assignment using AI. Then we detect the AI index using AI. They so-called humanize it using AI. And the list is so long. So AI has taken the place of us. Correct? See, some of the examples I have put here. Last time, we used to search the libraries. My dad times, I was asking, Dad, how did you do your master's during those days? Then he was saying, don't worry, I have to check the books from the library. If not there, I have to put a request, and then I have to go for hibernating for 2 weeks. After waking up, scratching like this, then I said, hey library, have you received my book from another library? You see, it hampered momentum. That means, if I have a mindset, now we are talking about momentum, distracting me, making the noise, ping, ping, suddenly here, so my mind is there. Trust me, us now, we, this generation, we become restless. We don't have that much patience that earlier generations used to have. Let's be honest. How many of us now we really read the novel, the story, for 300 pages? How many of us? Wow, that's great. But you see, the vast majority, we don't do that. What do? Our thumb is very active. The reels, forget about 30, 300 words, even 30 seconds, we don't have that patience. So our itchy thumb always flickering this and that, right? Okay. So I just would like to remind you one thing about Nokia. Everybody knows that. Why Nokia could not sustain? Why? Lack of innovation. Right, what else? So I can hear here and there the whispering. Yes, you're right. Perhaps the acceptance of new technology. Because when we got new technology, Nokia said, never mind, we can still sustain. So eventually, they are now no longer in the market. But I remember those days, even though you throw it here to there, even the earthquake, even the tsunami, Nokia used to sustain, you know. Very strong phone. But now, this one, so-called, this is just like us. So emotionally, I don't know, update this software, charge here, accept this. It's like this nowadays, but no choice, we have to accept this if we want to be the part of the game. So here I have written, take it as I have written, the world is changing faster than the policies. And we know what is written here. I just would like to give you an example of this. Take a look at this. This is a Ferrari. Not mine, I don't have that much money. This Ferrari, take a look at this. If we talk about technology, because this is the theme of this conference. So in terms of technology, Ferrari, speed, everything, yeah, we say, wow. technologically sound. How about people? They are the driver of this Ferrari, hopefully licensed. So those people, those who are the driver of Ferrari, and the policy is a traffic rule, as simple as that. Now with this example, you tell me, if Ferrari is the technology, people are the driver, and the policy is like road traffic rules and everything, which one is not needed? Which one is not needed? If there is no car, can you get the destination? That easy. If there is no people, your car will be parked at your garage. No one's driving it. And if there is no traffic rule, what will happen? If there is no traffic rule, what will happen? Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. See, these three things together, technology, people, and policy, how interrelated they are. This is a complete package where we need all of it. But the question is, these three baskets, they are differently adopted by us. When technology is there, then people, those who are the driver, they don't know how to handle it. They need some time. When they know how to handle it, to make the policy, we need many meetings. Many meetings, sit down here, sit down there, bureaucratic, government level, non-political side. It takes ages to come up with a policy. Let me give an example. Those who are academicians like us, remember to similarity detect software, we call it Turnitin. In Malaysia, it's quite famous. So when Turnitin already was in the market, how many universities they got the strict rule about using Turnitin? And until today, some universities, they will say 20% acceptable, 25% acceptable. Some journals will say only 10% acceptable. I mean, those who know what is Turnitin, I think you can relate to what I'm saying. So there is no strict rule. How about AI today? We are saying you cannot use AI. Fine. What does it mean by cannot use? Until what extent? Those who are using AI, like ChatGPT is the basic thing, Gemini AI, many things in the list. I was thinking, to come up with this policy, the clear-cut policy, how long will it take? So technology itself is not enough. Drivers, like people, maybe yeah, but policy should be needed. I was having a chat with Dr. Niaf that day. Dr. Niaf, I didn't see any traffic light in Mali. I didn't see any traffic light in Hulu, Mali, even in this Fuamula. Initially, I was pronouncing it as Puvamula. And then I was like tired and said, oh, never mind, you can say like Fuamula, okay. So there is no traffic light. Check it out, the accident rate. The accident happened here. So if there is no policy, regardless you have technology, you have the right people to operate this, still there is a problem. So we need a complete package. And where exactly we're standing on and scratching our head and thinking about how to make it happen. Until today, we didn't really find the correct way to implement this. Okay, here. When you talk about innovation, driving the societal progress and everything, How many of you disagree with this? Can I see the hands, please? I know your hand is holding the phone. Please, for me, raise your hand. How many of you disagree with this? Like innovation not needed. By the way, what is innovation? Any idea what is innovation?
Yes, that is putting any new idea into a practical product or service, or even bringing something new to existing technology or product. That's innovation.
Excellent. What else? Any other opinion? Any other opinion? See, my 5-year-old toddler, she got one innovation. What's that? She took the chocolate from her mom, put somewhere else, and found out now she has the freedom to take the chocolate anytime. She was nicely saying, Baba, I have invented something. This is the way I can take chocolate anytime without asking my mom. To her, this is maybe something like innovation. But again, this is another question mark and challenge for us. Innovation in general, we know what is that. Everybody knows. When it comes to innovation in technology, many other things are associated. Right? In research, we write ethical consideration. Chapter 3 usually write ethical consideration. From the university, we take one ethical form. We just click here, click there, tick, tick, tick. That's it. But in reality, how ethically things are conducted? What is our integrity? So when you talk about innovation driving the societal progress, oh, sounds big. Yes, that's true. But then, so it's a nice conference, and we will be exchanging the ideas. Actually, the keynote speech, this is a right platform to exchange the ideas. But again, after putting all the idea together, what will happen? We will be happy to see our names in the conference list, that's it. What else to be done? You can ask yourself. Yes, you see, technology without ethics can create many issues. Let me give you an example. We can ask ChatGPT now, please write a romantic message I would like to send to my wife, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. But the outcome from ChatGPT, yeah, I can see Chaco's in and there, right? Okay, understood. So without editing that, if you send it straight away to your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, or wife, sustainability of the relationship is the question mark. Agree with me? So when you talk about technology, using of technology and AI, sustainability always in the picture. So in a chaotic situation like this, who can do it? Who can control this? Human as a driver. But all of us here, have we ever thought we have no common platform where we can dump our ideas, we can put it together, and the authority will implement it. Still, there are some diversity. Yeah, we are putting it nice word, diversity. But when it comes to technology, at least certain part, it has to be negotiated and understood together. Yes, we can talk big like this. We talk about education, we talk about this and that. Yesterday, let me tell you one story about yesterday. Yesterday late night, I was working with one of my very favorite students on something. And he or she was saying, using AI up to that extent, is it acceptable? Is it the question of ethics? See, I think last year, September, October time, I received one email from University of Wollongong to become an external examiner of a PhD thesis. I was surprised to see, even then, they got structured AI instruction, the uses of AI. How much I can use as an examiner, and how much the student, the candidate could use. And if it is beyond that, clear guidelines there. But we ask ourselves, we belong to the organizations we are working in. Do we have anything until today, any clear written guideline that how much we can use the AI? In what extent we can use the AI? Do we have that guideline? Maybe no. Maybe yes. Maybe no. So you see, we are seeing differences, yes and no. Still today, we could not come to a conclusion. To become the human being altogether, okay, we will do it. It's not like something, okay, we are doing the assignment, and I'm just saying, bro, please put my name in. It's not like that. It's not like that. See this one, the green one, what I have just said. When governance is strong, innovation becomes a public good. Any idea what does it mean? Anyone please share the ideas? Only this one. When governance is strong, innovation becomes a public good. What does it mean? It's about equity, right? What else? Yes. Anyone else? Anyone else?
Everybody will be going on a specific criteria that everybody will know how to go, because public roads are known to everyone.
That's right. That's right. So we need a framework, a sustainable framework for a sustainable future. So these are the few things. Yes, we can talk not only half an hour, half a day. I can stand here, I can talk so nicely. But the question of implementation is still questionable until today. But we need to find out a way how we can put all the ideas together, especially those who are talking on behalf of the society. If they are not aware, then we have the responsibility to bring the message to them so that in the policy implementation part, this will be discussed for the sustainable future. We are talking about sustainable education, collaborations, this and that. Yes, nowadays we are seeing universities, they are going for collaboration. But how effective they are? Is it that effective? Still there is a rivalry. Still so-called exchanging the ideas, nothing's happening. So we as a public, we are the victim of rivalry up to today. So no matter how we are talking about technology, if people, government rules and regulations, they are not into the same table, the meal is not complete. These are all big statements. I don't want to go on that because we are running out of time, I guess. So the question is, us from now on, we have to see things differently, especially when it comes to technology, when it comes to implementation part. Because sustainability not only SDG and everything, with all those, it is us who will start the ball rolling. With this, I would like to say thank you very much. So if you like my keynote speech, I accept it positively. If you don't like it, blame AI. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Dr. Firdaus, for that insightful and thought-provoking address. Your perspectives on bridging technology and a policy for sustainability truly set an excellent tone for our discussions today. Before we take a short break, we would like to invite all our keynote speakers, distinguished guests, panelists, and participants together for a group photograph. Please proceed to the group photo. You can proceed to the stage for the group photo.
Okay, everyone in the hall, please proceed to the stage so that we can take a break. More time for the photo, shorter time for the break. you can move up to this line, this invisible line. Okay. Mihawara, TDF Mihawara.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now have a short refreshment break. Please help yourselves to the refreshments available outside and return to the hall by 10:30 a.m. sharp, as we have an exciting panel discussion lined up for you.
Komme mahako bappa trust kure choose kollam. Ebba faharu vara benung spend kollam. Ekamaku nukuram.
Därför engeta etse foderni vagutudigen.
So I gave time for my dream. Thank you. I want that bike. Ahanna furatama fenu iru T only a bike. Ak miharu T mage first dream. And I built you saving 1 rufiya at a time. komme mahaku bappa trust kure choose kollam. Ebba faharu vara bearung spend kollam. Ekamaku nukuram.
Därför hänger jag ett så få där ni var god och degen.
So I gave time for my dream. Thank you. I want that bike. Ahanna furatama fenu iru tea only a bike. Akam miharu tea mage first dream. And I built you, saving 1 rufiya at a time. Komme mahaku bappa trust kure choose kollam.